Howdy, my name is Cambridge Young, a group member from the 13th Man. This presentation is titled Squadron 11, How Can Communication and Morale Be Improved? In this video, I will be presenting the key findings from our final recommendation report. This project examines morale, engagement, and communication within Squadron 11. Using cadet surveys, leadership interviews, and comparison to similar military units, we found that while cadets are proud to be a part of the squadron, engagement is inconsistent and communication gaps negatively affect morale. As you know, Squadron 11 was re-established in 2014 to rebuild traditions and strengthen cohesion. Cadet experiences vary by class year and leadership clarity, which made it more important to identify what factors most influence morale and participation. The objective of our project was guided by 6 main tasks: assess current squadron morale and engagement levels, examine organizational structure and leadership communication, evaluate current participation and involvement strategies, identify key factors that influence morale in comparable military units, determine effective methods for strengthening internal communication, and compile evidence-based recommendations for sustainable improvement. Our research methods included a confidential cadet survey, interviews with the commanding officer and executive officer, both done to analyze communication and participation practices. We also did a comparative analysis to see how other similar military programs compared to Squadron 11. These two pie charts show the percentage of information sources, so whether we got it from the cadets, the CO, or the XO, as well as the percentage of class participations in our survey. Survey and interview results showed that peer support and pride in the outfit are strong. However, engagement varies across class year, and limited upperclassmen involvement reduces mentorship, recognition, and communication. These bar charts show the positive perception of communication, outfit pride, and role understanding as a result from our survey. While leadership and communication had its strengths, such as strong organizational identity, clear understanding of responsibilities, and peer support motivating cadets, there are major concerns, such as cadets reporting inconsistent attendance, unclear expectations, and limited follow-up from leadership, some even reporting ethical concerns. These issues affect trust and overall morale within the squadron. When discussing participation in activities, mandatory events have a high attendance but often lower morale. Optional events received limited participation despite positive feedback. This shows a reliance on required attendance rather than voluntary engagement. As researcher Fatona stated, it can be concluded that the leadership style of the head of the center has a positive effect on the attitude of cadets. The leadership style of the head of the center also has a positive effect on the cadets' discipline. To conduct our comparative analysis, we looked at other units similar to Squadron 11, such as those at Virginia Tech, Virginia Military Institute, and Norwich University. This analysis demonstrated that structured programs and clarity improve morale, engagement, and leadership development. We go into more depth about these specific programs in our final recommendation report. So a quick overview of our recommendations. To improve morale and communication, we recommend a standardized communication and expectation system, a structured mentorship program, reinforcement of traditions and recognition events, and career readiness workshops and practical skill-building events. Our first official recommendation is to implement a standardized communication and expectation system. Our idea for this is to create a fish packet containing outfit expectations, traditions, peer relationships and guidance, as well as motivational material from alumni. To implement this, you will have 2 planned meetings every semester, you'll get input from upperclassmen, and you'll distribute these each semester to all new cadets. To measure success, you would give all cadets a post-orientation survey with the goal of 80% of them understanding their roles. For our second recommendation, we wanted to focus on how Squadron 11 can strengthen morale through structured mentorship, tradition education, and recognition practices. If put into practice, these structured mentorship programs would look like weekly check-ins between upperclassmen and freshmen. We also recommend hosting some recognition events. These would be squadron-only events that occur once per semester. Many cadets actually responded on their surveys that they would like to see more barbecue events, for example. Another idea is to host career readiness workshops. These would be 2 workshops per semester teaching important life skills such as CPR and budgeting. Success would be measured by the attendance logs and post-event surveys. The goal would be to see a 20% increase in morale. This bar graph shows perceived morale in Squadron 11 and whether or not the cadets believe that morale can be improved. As researchers Ha and Ju stated, group cohesion is defined as the ability to establish trust and teamwork. If our recommendations are implemented, the expected outcomes include improved morale and engagement across all class levels, stronger cohesion and outfit pride, clear communication and consistent expectations, as well as increased upperclassmen involvement and peer accountability. In conclusion, improving communication, mentorship, and leadership consistency can strengthen morale and engagement within Squadron 11. These recommendations offer practical steps towards building a more cohesive and motivated squadron.